What's up, guys? Welcome back to Deck Tech for Decks, and today we're going to look at 10 budget blue cards. You guessed it, we're completing the series. Alright guys, these are the budget blue cards I'm going to be throwing in my decks, and I figured I'd let you guys know because, again, I'm a man of the people. Alright, let's get started. We have the reality chip. What I like about the reality chip is it's one of those cards that plays a lot better than it reads. It's like, okay, I got access to the top of my library. But what that really means is you can play lands from the top of your library. And whenever you play a land from the top of your library, you're essentially drawing that land card and then putting it into play. Additionally, it makes your hand one card bigger always because you can cast cards from the top of your library. And you can chain that. So if you like the top card of your library, you can play it. Boom, you just got another card to play. It's kind of like drawing a card whenever you cast it. I know, whenever you cast a spell. I know that's kind of weird to say, but it really is. Next up, we have Unctus. This guy's weird, but I kind of like him. He lets you, loot every time a creature attacks. This is going to be amazing in token strategies. Additionally, it does have some artifact synergies. I'm more interested in throwing this in something like a Layla and just drawing and discarding a lot of cards. Even like Imri, Lurker of Lock, that's going to be amazing in that deck as well. Filling your graveyard, drawing you a lot of cards, it's going to be pretty good. Next up, we have an offer you can't refuse. This is just a budget version of Swan Song. And Swan Song's an amazing card, so I think this one's an amazing card. Yes, it does give our opponent 2 mana, but we get to counter their spell. So it's kind of like I screwed you over, so here's some mana. It feels less bad, honestly. Next up, we have Whelming Wave. Cyclonic Rift, really good, $40. Whelming Wave, really good, budget. Notably, it does hit you, but it screws token strategies on a whole nother level. Additionally, that guy that spent like 3 turns building his whole board up to basically, turn his engine on, he's going to have to start from ground zero. Next up, we have Anchor to Reality. I already said that, didn't I? No, Anchor to Reality. This one's different. I like this because you can sacrifice your tokens to search up Skull Clamp. That's literally the reason I like this. I throw this in token decks with blue in it just to get Skull Clamp. It's that good. It's not the first card that's been good because another card's that good, but this one's one of them. Additionally, you can throw it in your other equipment vehicle decks like a Layla. A Layla would be good with this because you can search up a vehicle. So it is still really good. I think a lot of people miss this card because it's an uncommon from Kamigawa. We get like 100 sets a year. So I included it on this list and hopefully one of you guys can look at it and pick it up. Next up, we've got Curse of the Swine. I've been throwing this in my blue decks ever since I built Zexara. Because you just go looking through, cards with X in it. You come across Curse of the Swine and you're like, it just straight up exiles creatures in blue. That's amazing. I throw it in all of my, it's budget. It's amazing. Exiling, getting rid of those Dominuses, they're screwed, right? They've got those indestructible counters. It's not going to matter. Next, I hope they enjoy pigs. All right, next up, we've got Siren Storm Tamer. I like this card because it is a mind game. And it is a crazy mind game. Because you'll throw Siren Storm Tamer on the board, and they'll literally remove the guy next to you, his stuff, instead of your stuff. Even though your stuff is the right stuff to remove, just because you have this little flying girl, and they know their spell's going to get countered, they'll use it on the other guy. It's amazing. Next up, we have Reconnaissance Mission. I love Reconnaissance Mission because I like going wide. I like going wide in blue decks, and Reconnaissance Mission draws you a ton of cards. So if you're like me and you love token strategies, Reconnaissance Mission is a must, and it is amazing. Next up, we have Bite naftasa. Again, really good. Notably, this one's really good in deck where you're trying to get through. So maybe that ninja deck, maybe, the Guru and Satoru deck, it's going to be really good in that because it's going to force your opponents to attack and it's going to leave them wide open. And you're going to draw cards whenever they get left wide open. It basically is a card that synergizes with itself, which is a good card, and it's budget. Next up, we have Factor Fiction. I love this card because I love graveyard strategies. And Factor Fiction is one of those cards, it's like you play this in Mudratha and it's a win-win. You go ahead and throw 4 of them, I grab the one I want, I still win. I go ahead and grab the ones I want and throw the rest in the graveyard and you make me make a weird choice, I still win. I would only play this in graveyard strategies where you're going to win off of it either way. Because digging 5 cards deep is digging 5 cards deep. Alright guys, that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about these videos, because again, I said this at the end of every one. I really want your guys' feedback. It really helps me out because I'm here to please you. I hope this helps you in your deck building endeavors, and I will see you in the next one.